What are kids scared of? When you were a kid, were you scared of the dark? Were you scared of, um, needles or spiders? Did you grow out of those fears? You know? Did you ever, or do you still get a little nervous in the dark? Like, oh no, what if Slender Man's gonna get me? Um, but then you're like, wait a minute, Slender Man isn't real. What am I even scared about? Well, as a kid, I wasn't scared of those things. I wasn't scared of the dark. I guess I was kind of scared of the dark, but this isn't about that. I was scared of fireworks, and I was scared of death. Which are like. Fireworks, I guess, is a typical childhood fear for kids to get. But when you look it up, it's like, why are kids scared of fireworks? It says, like, kids are scared of fireworks because of the loud noises. And for me personally, I was not scared of fireworks because of the loud noises. I was scared because I was convinced that it was going to set everything on fire and that, like, we were all going to die because of it. I was so scared of fireworks for that reason. And, my instead of calming me down by saying, like, that's not gonna happen, my dad had the wonderful way of saying, oh, that only happened in China one time. And I was like so scared. Like, what if it happens again? What if it happens again? I still don't know why he said that. I still don't know why he said that, but I love my dad. I love my dad. I still don't know why he said that. But one time as a child, uh, my dad was like, during, what's it called? What's it called? It's called the last day of the year. New Year's Eve. During New Year's Eve, my dad was like, oh, I'm gonna carry you in my arms outside so you feel safe while we watch the fireworks to, like, comfortably expose you to your fears while in my arms. Wonderful idea. Horrible execution, because the second we go out on our porch and look up at the sky, our neighbor set off the, like, largest fireworks ever. And they, like, they all exploded, and I got so scared. I cried so loud. Bless my dad's heart. He was. I don't know what was going. I doubt he knew that was gonna happen, or maybe the neighbors were like, "Oh, we're gonna do this," and he had, like, the great idea of being like, "Oh, that's good. That's good. I'll show my kid it's not that dangerous." But I assume he didn't know that was gonna happen, and so poor little me got, like, 10 more years stacked onto, not 10, I get like 5 more years stacked onto my fear that I eventually grew out of. Now, cut to this year, 4th of July, 250, big ol' fireworks. I grew out of the fear, like, many years now. So, but if I hadn't, I would have, like, blown up on the spot by how scared I was. I would have been, like, pissing my pants so hard that, like, the Pacific Ocean would be coming out. Because, like, at the end of the fireworks show, which were, like, so close, by the way, I think the reason I was so scared as a kid is because I think I found out I have, like, no depth perception. Either that or I was just so close, and it was just so close to us, because it felt like it was gonna touch me. That was how close it looked, and I don't think it's supposed to feel like that. I think I have a problem with my eyes, which, I mean, my glasses are basically kind of almost an inch thick, so that's probably it. I think that's why I was afraid as a kid. I think I figured it out. But at the end, I thought it was over, so I took my hands off my ears because, like, it was so loud. It was so loud. I had to, like, cover my ears. And they sent out, like, a million fireworks at the same time. It sounded like a roar. like a roaring dragon. It was crazy, and I had to like immediately cover my ears again. Like, oh my god, it was so loud, and I just know if I were still scared of fireworks, I would have not survived. I would have like had a heart attack. Which, speaking of not surviving, leads me to my second fear I had as a child. I was like, you know how all kids, when you're like a child, are like scared of like the sun exploding in a few billion years. You're like, no, it's gonna explode soon, it's gonna explode soon. I also had that, but like I also was scared of dying, period. And so, um, you're gonna see a pattern here. I was like so scared of dying. My parents were like, "You're not gonna die soon. You're not gonna die soon." But like, what if I did? Well, like, what if I did? That was my thought process. Like, what if I like had a heart attack randomly or something? I was like 4, like grasping the concept of mortality, and like I was so scared. I was so scared. I was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And my mom was like, no, but you have to die, or else we're all gonna be like old, wrinkly piles of bones, and we're gonna suffer forever. And that's like the worst way to. I don't know why. My parents, my poor parents, had to deal with like my, and they didn't know what to say, and they accidentally made my fears like 5 times worse, because now I was like so scared. And the thing is, I didn't like fully grow out of that one, but I wasn't like crying myself to. I'm not crying myself to sleep every night because of it, so I guess it's better. I guess. But now I like every so often I'm like, is it better if we like stop existing after we die, or is it better if we reincarnate infinitely? Like, what if the like do we get reincarnated into different universes? Like, what happens? What if we like go to heaven and like we have to watch like everything get destroyed or something? I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is, I'm not like religious. I'm like agnostic. I don't know. Who knows what the hell's gonna happen? That's like the worst thing you could be when you're afraid of death. It's like, what the hell? I just don't like thinking about it. I just don't think about it. And like, if it happens, fuck. But you know, and so yeah, now imagine like a little 4-year-old like crying, like, I'm gonna die one day. What do you do? I guess my mom was right. Like, what else was she supposed to say? I don't know. But yeah, I guess another fear I had when I was a kid was I was scared of needles, and so I guess I was right in the beginning. Like, are you scared of needles? I was, because I have to get like infusions every so often, like every few months, because my bones are whack. And so I have to get juice in my bones to make my bones strong. Or apparently there's like no evidence suggesting what it does, but it just makes people's quality of life better if your bones are whack. My bones are whack, so little old me had to get have has to get like infusion like every few months. So they don't really do it for a lot of adults, so like I guess now I don't. Or like they have to check me out and see what's up. Like a doctor does. So to comfort me, I figured out I'd listen to the Jigglypuff song from Pokemon, and that would calm me. Except I Pavlov dogged myself into being scared of the song, so I just decided to give it up and just raw dog it, and so I grew up out of that one. I just don't like looking at it, I guess, anymore. It was like, I can deal with it, but I just don't look at it. And I guess that's fine. So, yeah, that's my childhood fears. Because I have nothing better to talk about. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't, don't call me slurs in the comment section. Just be respectful. Yeah, bye guys. Bye.